We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against Philadelphia, and only a single point of separation for right now for the Knicks. The Rockets also changing it up. Brewer comes in for Moniunas, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Taking a look at the Rockets, Beverley and Harden, they're the backcourt. Howard is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Brewer in at the 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Henson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Dishes it to Beverley. Shoots the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Beverley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Knicks trail by 6. Feeds to Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got his 3rd rebound tonight. On the wing, Harden shoots off the screen. Jump shot is good that time.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Freak. Cans it from downtown. And the new beginning here, if you will, for Freak. Changed the front of his jersey, and he's looking to have a fresh start with his new team.
And, you know, that can be a bit of a whirlwind when you move from one team to another, Kevin. But Freak certainly has the talent to hopefully be able to work smoothly through it. He knows he's got to stay focused on the court, and he has shown the ability to do that. I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And the pass to Caldwell Pope. The dish to Williams. New York moving it around. Screen by Smith. Caldwell Pope kicks to Freak. Fires from 18. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble from some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
And the Knicks making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Now here's Freak, defended by Beverley. Kicks it to Freak. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Brewer. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 9. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's something.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but it seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
That's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks.
And the new group in for the Knicks. John Henson's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Smith comes in for Porzingis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Freak subbed in for Jose Calderon. Houston with a big group substitution here. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for McDaniels. James Harden, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Freak, he's in at point guard. Smith out there with John Henson. Then it's Anthony. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Harden kicks to Moniunas. Puts it up from 12. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And the Rockets lead by 2. Anthony with it. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Freak. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Freak's got 5.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
The Rockets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. It's Harden with the drive. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Henson, and again it's New York.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg, and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
And the rejection by Smith. The second chance effort. That's good from Ariza on the assist from Corey Brewer. Ariza's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 18 points in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Freak passes to Henson. Beverly against Anthony. Pass to Freak. And it's off from three-point range. The Rockets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Beverly. Banked in off the glass. He's got 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Anthony kicks to Freak. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope passes it to Freak. Back to Henson. Henson, a screen on Hart. Here's Caldwell Pope. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Melo having a terrific game. 18 points and the contribution from the line.
So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
We've seen so many performances like that over the course of Carmelo Anthony's career that we've...
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Do the knowledge to the master build.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Pistons in Detroit. And guys, for the Pistons, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have
basketball
no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ.
Great view from across the water, looking at a majestic Motor City skyline. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following lost guys to the Cavs in Cleveland. John Henson's checked in for Lopez. Smith comes in for Porzingis, and Freak subbed in for Jose Calderon. And New York looking at who they got. Freak in at point guard. John Henson out there with Smith. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Afflalo, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Kicks it to Ilyasova. They double him with Freak. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3, and Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Aaron Afflalo.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Henson with the screen. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. I asked him to sum up their season to this point, and he said there's definitely room for improvement, but there are a lot of positives they can draw from. He'd just like to see a little more consistency on a night-in, night-out basis. Wouldn't we all, Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. There's a screen. Morris kicks to Jackson, the 17-footer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 10th in points off turnovers, 15th in steals. As for three-point shooting, not a strong point for them. Top 20 in the league. They've got room for improvement in that area.
And you touched upon it. One of the better teams in